What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the hollow tables, and welcome back to another episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boy Scribble. Today we're going to be taking on the Jedi with some Imperial troopers, and it's going to suck. Let's break this down.
Scraps you, so give it up.
My dead body.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, today we are on Kashyyyk and we are facing off against Jedi Knight Revan with JML and GK and Jolee and GMY. It is so annoying. What a frustrating battle this one happens to be. We do have the global modifier. It is maddening. Just retaliation whenever a unit takes damage. They gain stacking critical damage until they score a critical hit. Whenever a unit is debuffed, they recover 10% protection, and whenever a unit is defeated, another random ally takes a bonus turn. In other words, massive amounts of frustration, massive amounts of the time. We've got bonuses for our Imperial troopers, and you know your boy Scribble really does love his Imperial troopers. They've got additional max health, additional max protection, and each time a non-droid, non-leader is destroyed, they basically get revived once with 100% health and 75% protection. Then we get to stagger all the enemy team for one turn. It's decent enough, it's decent enough. The enemy has Humble Strike, which means whenever they have their buffs dispelled or they expire during the Jedi allies' ability, they gain advantage for 2 turns and stacking critical damage forever. They've got ridiculous amounts of damage output. GMY is passing loads of buffs. GK and JKR can both dispel those buffs, and so can Jolee, so they just stack up all the critical damage in the world. Now, we need to win a battle with full Imperial troopers, we need to win after defeating 3 enemies in the same turn, and we need to win after taking 8 turns in a row. Now, most of these are easy. The Crush Them feat, I'm sorry guys, you have to have a GL. If you're following my guide, there's probably a way to do it, but honestly, I don't have the time, the patience. It's Friday, I want to grab a beer, I want to go sit out in a sun garden, you know what I mean? With that being said, let's break this down. Alrighty, so the team that we're going to be using today is going to be a General Veer's lead. We've got Piet, we've got Gideon, we've got Iden, and Dark Trooper. The reason I go for this team is manifold. Moff Gideon over there gives that Demoralize debuff, which decreases all damage from the enemy team by 50%. So halves their damage output right out the gate. Iden's super useful because she's got an AoE cleanse for the Imperial troopers. And then Punch Bot is best bot, and you know, it's Piet, man. Of course we're going to use him. Now, the idea first is to try and trigger that sacrifice on GMY. I find it super useful because he is the squishiest character here. We should be able to potentially actually get a double kill there and actually kill him. But if you don't, it's not actually the end of the world. And the reason I say that is because if you kill him with Piet's AoE, with his AoE, a kill on that will actually spread fear across the board, as I think we do here coming up. I think we do the AoE. That Daze from Gideon, by the way, is absolutely phenomenal. Get a little bit more chip damage there, AoE. Here comes the big AoE. Boop! AoE fears across the board. Love to see it. Now, JML cannot be feared, so nothing we can do about that. But it's still a nice level of control for us. You can only usually get it to happen once, maybe twice if you're very lucky here. So we've gotten rid of GMY. Obviously, Jolee can still revive him. But that fear should have increased his cooldowns by 1, so maybe we get lucky enough that we can kill through General Kenobi and then focus back down on Jolee. That's what you really want to be doing, is once you've gotten GK out the way, go ahead and kill Jolee, and then focus on the last couple of characters. You should have a decent amount of bulk and survivability thanks to Moff Gideon, so don't worry too much. The AoE dazes will also stop too much of the assists coming through, and there Jolee comes and revives everybody. Just do a mass assist. I'm targeting Jolee just to try and get some chip damage on him at the start. I know GK is going to taunt, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. A little bit more AoE damage here. This does dispel, but it's not going to matter because we're going to crit probably on the AoE. Oh, we didn't crit on the AoE. That's nice. Maybe we just kill GK here. Yep, let's kill GK. The survivability is pretty darn good, and the control the situation there from Gideon actually is very useful at controlling the enemy's turn meter. As we can see, we're looking pretty good. I think I'm not killing GK here, hoping that Piet manages to get an AoE off with some more fears, but I'm not sure if it actually lines up nicely for us. Doing some nice punch things now. We've got another turn yet. Could quite safely put the mark over here on Dark Trooper now. Just keep generating that TM. It's very frustrating that they gain a bonus turn when we kill them because it really interrupts our turn meter train. It interrupts our Emperor's Trap ability to stack up that offense. I think it's 8% per stack, which means Dark Trooper turns into an absolute Terminator, which I'm not against, obviously. So I'm just whittling it down right now. You can, like I said, try to trigger some kills on this AoE to get some fear going, but honestly, you're better off just trying to make sure that you kill people. So I'm focusing on Revan here. I was really hoping we'd get the kill, but that Jedi Knight Revan is actually surprisingly tanky. So let's just punch his lights out now. Even Dark Trooper over there, Punchbot Bestbot with 3 stacks is not able to chew through him. Iden does also offer quite a nice level of survivability with that bonus protection. So there we go, we're just down to JML. JML can still do very nasty things to us, but we should be able to generate quite a bit of turn meter at this point. So we should be able to punch through all that protection that he's got. Boopity boopity boop boop. Dark Trooper, of course, does not tend to crit unless he happens to have advantage. Gideon also placing that armor shred up there, gain some more TM, build up that Emperor's Trap. If we can keep the TM train rolling, all the better. There we go, we'll reset his turn meter, get a nice mass assist, Punchbot doing good punchy bot things, more assists, offense up, ability blocks. JML's not long for this world really, is he? Oh, look at him with a sliver of health. Come on. Bloop. Kill him. Shoot him in the face. Punchbot, do Punchbot things, there we go. Yeah, it's annoying. But it can be done, and that will get you every feat apart from the Crush Them feat. So the Crush Them feat, this team comp is just annoying, so I'm going with the tried and trusted C. I know, guys, I like to try and give you guys a no GL alternative, but it's just not, I don't have the patience to try and figure this one out. I'm very sorry. So it's really simple and straightforward, guys. C just kind of dominates against Jedi in general. I'm throwing in Wat Tambor to give him that tank tech so he can always cleanse off any ability blocks. I'm throwing in Armorer there to potentially place that triple stack of Beskar armor upon C as well so that he becomes even tankier and he counterattacks. And GMY is simply there because we want to be able to pass that Master's training over to C, which increases his offense by 25%, which is nothing really to sniff at. So the idea behind it really is you just gradually go through the table, you link everybody, you get rid of all of their protection, you then just bide your time a little bit. You see we've got the triple stacks of Beskar armor here. Let's place that on C. Gives him like 30% additional health. Makes him immune to crits. Makes him counterattack all the time. It's really quite useful. Not necessary, of course, for this to work, but I just find it easier. I'm only using Malak there as the last one, as a little bit of additional sustain and a means of life draining, if at all possible. Try and bring people down a little bit low. So you don't have to kill literally everybody in that first ult. But I do find it useful to just bide your time a little bit, link when you can, don't rush to your ult, just try to go around the board and link everybody to sip away all of their protection. Every time an enemy that's linked takes a turn, C is going to be ramping mastery, and every time an enemy that's deceived uses an ability, they're also going to be raising C's mastery, so over time he's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And of course, he strips away all their protection with that linked whenever they take a turn. I think they lose like 30% of their maximum protection, something like that. Could be more than that, I'm not even sure. So as you can see, I've gotten rid of all the protection on GMY, on JKR, on Jolie, on GK as well. Now I do want to try and trigger the sacrifice. I don't want to immediately just go into ult and then use the ult and waste one of my kills, for example. We want to at least trigger the sacrifice first, so Malak can help with that with his life drain if it just so happens to land for us where, you know, we're not ability blocked. We can just go in, oh, well actually there goes Savior. We've triggered Savior, happy days, everybody is a happy chappy. Now, C's ult, he will always automatically kill the 2 units that are linked, so you want to try and link 2 units that are tanky, namely Jolie and GK are the best bets for that, okay? So I'll do the ult, boop, there we go, we kill 3 people with one go. See how tanky that Jedi Knight Revan is? And at this point, you really don't have to worry, you can just put it on auto. I was thinking, oh, I could just link JKR and JML. Don't bother. You're going to counterattack and destroy them. We're doing 100,000 on a basic right now. We recover protection every turn. We've got additional health, additional protection. We can't be crit. If he debuffs us, we just dispel it. So it's kind of just a tickle match between 2 old individuals. And yeah, that will get your feats done, guys. It will get your feats done without too many issues, without too many blood, sweat, and tears. I hope you got to see, because that Crush Them feat is just a pain if you don't. Alright, cool. Guys, let me know, what are y'all doing for the weekend? I hope you are going to be riding into the weekend on a stallion with a beer in one hand and a cocktail in the other. I'm interested, let me know. I'm doing a 24-hour stream tonight on Twitch, so why don't you swing on by to your boy Scribble's stream there. Join me, we'll be doing some community games. Until the next video though, guys, peace out. May the Force be with you.